I agree with Bernie. It was always not me, us. Bernie has moved the progressive movement much further because, like I said, was there a major, vibrant progressive movement before 2015 in this country? No. So for the people calling him a sellout, honestly, go away. But right now, the progressive movement and Ocasio-Cortez should be pressured for this. Ro Khanna should be pressured on this. Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, any other progressive elected officials. Progressive business leaders, if there are. Right now, I don't want to hear anymore. Oh, well, there might be a fourth stimulus package. $1,200, not enough. Unemployment benefits that we're not even going to see for how long? Not enough. No guarantee that we will get our jobs back. Because remember, after the 2008 financial crash, when they laid off all these people, these companies, when times were better, they didn't hire those people back. They did more with less. It's called a jobless economy. No guarantees. You're going to bring back those employees? No. Oh, the inspector general overseeing the corporate bailout? No. No. And frankly, if Joe Biden or whoever they airlift in to be the Democratic nominee, because again, I'm not convinced it's going to be Joe Biden. I've been saying it for a year. I don't think he's well. I think everybody with eyes could see he's not well. If Joe Biden, if the Democratic Party, if Morning Joe, if these people want progressives to come out and vote for the Democratic Party, it ain't going to happen by shaming progressives. It ain't happening. It ain't going to happen by screaming Trump, who I agree is a unique, grave threat. But those days are over. You're not voter shaming progressives. You are not screaming, but Trump. You're not screaming lesser of two evils. No. Unless there are not just, let me be clear, not just, and I heard Bernie say this during his thing, with all due respect, Bernie, I don't give a flying f*** what they put on the Democratic Party platform. I completely disagree with Bernie Sanders on this. It doesn't matter what they put on the Democratic Party platform. That's not to criticize or discredit, because there were great people on that committee in 2016, Josh Fox, other people who made a progressive platform. I will say this. You want, not for progressive, I'm going to be clear. You want progressives to vote for you, Joe Biden? It ain't going to be enough you pledging to do things as president. No. It ain't going to be enough, by the way. It's not just Joe Biden. It ain't going to be enough for Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer to pledge things if they take back power. But to me, I don't really give a what Joe Biden pledges to do. I want, right now, if Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, the Democratic Party, and Joe Biden pushing it, if they do not call, if they don't call right now for immediate moratoriums on rent, mortgages, student loans, all of these things, and pressure Trump. You want to beat Trump? The way to beat Trump is to move further to the left, not allow him to move further left than you. Donald Trump right now is moving further left of the Democratic Party. He's saying, coronavirus patients, we're just going to pay the hospitals at Medicare rates, i.e. Medicare for all. That's what Donald Trump is doing right now. If they don't fight for that right now, why are you going to go hand them your vote automatically? Why does that make sense? Just hand them your vote without you getting anything? If we don't get direct payments of much more than $1,200, if you've been laid off, your job's not coming back in a month, in 2 months, even when the coronavirus pandemic is better. You're not automatically guaranteed your job is coming back. If we don't have the Democratic Party right now calling for moratoriums on all those things, because that's the most direct payment you could get. The most direct payment you could get is not unemployment, is not a direct payment of $1,200, which most people haven't gotten. If you're a small business, my parents are a small business, going through this loan process is a nightmare. Excuse my French. You're not even guaranteed to get the small business loan. The most direct payment you could get is freezing your costs. Freezing your costs. And the reason they will not do that is because their donors won't allow it. The other option is the government backstopping companies and just covering their payroll, like the United Kingdom and other civilized countries are doing. That could have been done too. Frankly, again, Bernie Sanders should be leading the charge for these things. If he's not going to do it, Ocasio-Cortez should be leading the charge for these things. If she's not going to do it, Ro Khanna, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar. We didn't put you there to play footsie with the establishment. Let me tell you something. We did not elect these figures to establish relationships with establishment Democratic officials. We elected you to take power from these officials. There's a reason they weren't doing what we wanted before you got in. You think they're going to do what you want because you establish relationships with right now? I say the same thing to Ocasio-Cortez that I said to Bernie Sanders. Bernie, Biden's not your friend. AOC, Nancy's not your friend. Nancy Pelosi's not your friend. By the way, because I'm going to be attacked, that's fine. Let me tell you something. And this is going to be unpopular. What I'm about to say is going to be unpopular. But I am always going to tell you what I truly believe. I think Donald Trump is a grave threat to this country. The problems we have in this country did not start with Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump is a wannabe dictator. I think Donald Trump is a wannabe fascist. I think Donald Trump, with 4 more years, can do incredible damage to the country, the lengths we have not seen, especially for black people, brown people, but most importantly, to this planet. Donald Trump is expediting the destruction of this planet and the inferno. I think it is imperative to defeat Donald Trump. Do I think, if you put a gun to my head, do I think that Joe Biden versus Donald Trump, Biden is worse than Trump? No, I do not. But my point to you is, the days of lesser than 2 evils are over, because we also cannot afford Biden and potentially 12 years of neoliberalism. Because remember, if Joe Biden is elected, do you think Joe Biden's going to serve 2 terms as president? He might not even make it through 2 years as president. His vice president, who my money is on Amy Klobuchar or Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. You are Joe Biden, if he wins. His vice president can run for, in this case, her first term, because he said it's going to be a woman, her first term as president in 2024, meaning her second term could be in 2028, meaning we might not get the Clinton-Obama wing out of power until 2032. Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statuscoup.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statuscoup.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.